Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said there are many signs that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, is dead following joint Israeli-US airstrikes inside Iran. Netanyahu claimed that the compound associated with Khamenei in Tehran was destroyed and that senior regime figures, including commanders in the Revolutionary Guards and nuclear program officials, were eliminated in the operation.
הבוקר במתקפת פתע עוצמתית השמדנו בלב טהרן את המתחם של הרודן חמינאי. במשך 3.5 עשורים רודן אכזר זה שלח טרור לרחבי העולם, אמלל את עמו ושקד כל הזמן, בלי הרף, על התוכנית להשמדת ישראל. התוכנית הזאת איננה, ורבים הסימנים שגם הרודן הזה איננו.
He also said the campaign would continue as long as necessary and called on Iranians to rise up against their government. However, Iran has rejected these claims. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi told international media that Khamenei and President Masoud Pezeshkian were alive and that most senior officials were safe, dismissing Israel's assertions as unfounded and a form of mental warfare. No independent verification has emerged confirming the death of the supreme leader.
As far as I know, yes, they are alive, and the head of judiciary as well, the head of the Speaker of Parliament as well, all high-ranking officials are alive, and the Secretary of the National Security Council. So everybody is now in its position, and we are handling this situation and everything is fine.
The backdrop to these dramatic statements is a major military offensive carried out on 28 February 2026 by Israel and the United States against targets across Iran. The coordinated strikes, described by Israeli officials as Operation Lion's Roar, targeted military infrastructure, nuclear-linked sites and leadership compounds in Tehran and other cities. Sources report that approximately 30 bombs were dropped on the compound linked to Khamenei during the operation. In response, Iran launched retaliatory missile and drone attacks targeting Israel and US military bases in the region, including facilities in the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar and other Gulf states. Tehran's government termed the initial strikes a violation of international law and vowed no leniency against what it described as aggression by Washington and Tel Aviv. As the conflict unfolds, the United Nations Security Council convened an emergency session to address the crisis, with global leaders expressing deep concern and calling for immediate de-escalation to avoid wider regional instability. Diplomatically, this surge in hostilities came after recent rounds of US-Iran nuclear negotiations failed to produce an agreement, with both sides planning further talks but remaining far apart on core issues such as enrichment limits, inspections and sanctions. Across the region, markets and governments are reacting to uncertainty. Nervousness over potential disruption in key areas such as the Strait of Hormuz is reflected in rising energy prices and financial volatility as investors weigh geopolitical risk.